The sunrise brought another day at the National Training Center for Soldiers. News Leader 9's first day embedded with 2nd Platoon Alpha. This exercise is one of the most important they may go through during their stay. Soldiers will test on how well they react to improvised explosive devices or roadside bombs. They have to be able to spot them and then find the possible trigger man. It's not easy.
You know, you can't really maneuver on an IED if you can't see it. You don't know where it's at. Same with a car bomb or a suicide bomber. They just walk right up and then boom, they're gone. You're like,
that's what makes this training so intense. Sergeant Rafael Rodriguez will head to Iraq for the 2nd time. He trusts the training.
Everybody's scared, you know, but that's when training, you know, comes to play. You know, once you practice that drill, and you know, you got adrenaline, you know, pumping, you know, it just becomes like we call it like muscle memory, you know.
Even though this is just training, they try to make it as real as possible. Here they've had a soldier wounded in an IED attack. And this is something that they may face every day on the ground in Iraq. The insurgent in this case was killed, but not before detonating a car bomb. Soldiers spill out of the Bradley fighting vehicle to help the wounded. Colonel Steve Salazar, once in charge of leading the 3rd Brigade, now leads the operations group at NTC. It's his job to make sure soldiers have seen it all before they even set foot in Iraq.
We very much replicate what happens in Iraq. And we are focused on training soldiers and preparing them to go to Iraq.
And in Iraq today, stopping roadside bomb attacks will save lives. But that's easier said than done.
they're so smart when they come out with so many different ways. It's really hard to combat it.
But that's what makes IEDs so dangerous. In most cases, soldiers never see the enemy. That's how insurgents level the playing field.
You can shoot at me all day, but if you're shooting at me, at least I know where you're at. But when you start putting IEDs, car bombs, and suicide vests, it's the unknown because they just sneak up on you. You don't have any control over it.
On this day, 2nd Platoon Alpha is given good marks for handling the different IED scenarios that will become real in just a few weeks. At the National Training Center, Fort Irwin, California, John Callahart, WTVM News Leader 9.